Hello everyone, today is Thursday, August 16th. It's 2:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On my right you can see the date and time on my computer clock, and then on my left you can see the time in sales, the Emini SP trading at 28.47. A pretty great day for the auto trader today. First up is the Emini SP on a 5-minute chart. We're in open position here. We have a closed P&L of 500, which is 40 ticks or 10 points. So the first target here on this first contract is 10 points, and that is 40 ticks, as you can see here. The second profit target is 75 ticks. This 40 tick target here is at 47.50, and the market went as high as 51.75, so that's about 20 ticks higher. I would have needed to go 35 ticks higher. So just a little idea, I've noticed this pattern kind of several times on this 5-minute chart. It goes a little bit beyond the 10 points. The market likes round numbers, and then it retraces, and it looks here like the market's going back up. And notice how it retraced all the way to the volatility stop. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to lower this profit target because I think this will have a higher probability of hitting my target here. And basically what that will do is give me a little bit more than $1,000 for the day. So I'm going to make this 60 ticks, and I'm going to lower the target to 1,200. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to get a little bit more higher percentage win rate on this particular chart. Very often it'll hit its first goal, and if I had both contracts coming off at 40 ticks, that would be $1,000 on just a single trade if just one trade hit here. And so 60 ticks is 4 points on the second contract. That's an extra $200. So if it gets 60 ticks or near that, we'll have a $1,200 goal. So I'm totally okay with that. Another thing you can do when this kind of thing happens is we could bring our stop in tighter. And one of the cool things about the auto trader is you can bring in the trail stop, which is right way down here. I could bring it in 50% closer by just clicking this button, and you just saw it move there, and then I could bring it in another 50% of that distance, and so on, and I could bring it in 50% of this distance. So that's another way to protect your profits. If the market decides to roll over here, I'll get out right here at 28.45. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and just to give a little bit of idea of how I go about adjusting my settings. But all in all, tightening up my stop here, I'm guaranteed a really solid day on this chart. Okay, I wanted to share this testimonial with everybody. This is an existing client who decided to renew his license, and he wrote to me to renew his license, and basically he said, I had a fantastic year using the auto trader. I made some money and learned a lot from your view of trading, which is shown in the auto trader in your videos. I congratulate you for your work. This is a really nice compliment. Just wanted to share it. I do have a lot of happy clients. Like any business, we have some clients that are not happy, but these are people that typically don't put the work in. The auto trader is not a set and forget kind of system. The auto trader is a tool that you can watch the templates that I provide, and it's up to you to confirm consistency and then make adjustments to fit your trading ideas, trading style, the size of your account, and so forth. Every chart that I show here is not overly tweaked. These settings are pretty basic, and I believe every chart that I show could be improved in some way by simply observing it and being a keen observer and watching closely. Okay, one of the nice things about doing my videos early is we're often in open positions in the auto trader, so you can see how it works. This is the Dow on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart, and we missed this big run here because this started at 6 in the morning. Our first blue bar was here, so it didn't catch this trade as we begin trading here at 10 minutes to 10 or 20 minutes after the session opened. However, it did have a small gain on the short and then a nice long here, a small loser here, and then it's currently long from 25,665. So it has a closed P&L of 665 and an open P&L of about 350. So looks like this is probably going to turn in a decent performance today. Here's a little better look at the charts. We have a limit order on this chart of close the bar with an 8-tick pullback. Okay, this is a new time frame on the DAX. This is a 233 Heikin-Ashi chart, a little bigger than the 150, which has been doing really well. I've kind of come to an observation that the Heikin-Ashi bars work really well with the Autotrader, and so the 150 having been really consistent, I went up a little bit higher in chart size, maybe a little less noise. So this is the first time running this chart and showing this chart. Remember, I'm always trying new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But anyway, this turned out pretty good. I gave it a goal of 2550 and a loss limit of 1700, and our first target is 70 ticks, so pretty good size there. Anyway, this did not disappoint. This had 3 trades total. It had 2 winners and 1 loser, and hit its goal in this trade. Probably had some slippage. Remember, Heikin-Ashi bars, like Renko bars, this is not the high-low close of the bar. It doesn't quite look like that. Anyway, very impressed with the performance first time out. That's always a good thing. Okay, this is another different time frame that I tried. So I just went up 2 ticks in size from the Super Renko 14 tick, again to try to get a little bit of a smoother chart, less noise, and this did not disappoint. So this is the first time showing the Super Renko on the 16 tick, and this had that familiar back-to-back pattern, a short and a long. 2 really nice trades, very well placed on the entry and exit. And it looks like, again, the first target is 50 ticks, and then I'm at 70 ticks, I'm trailing by 1 bar, and at 80 ticks, trailing by 0 bars. So it looks like our target was hit here, and then probably our trailing by 0 bars here was hit. And so that gave us a pretty good exit. So pretty impressive on this chart. Okay, next up is the DAX on the Super Renko 14 tick, and here we see that pattern again, a short and a long trade, and this hit its goal of 2,000 with a couple of ticks of slippage with our market order when we hit our goal. Okay, next is the DAX on a 377 Heikin-Ashi. Now I just started plotting the 233, the 377 is a little higher up, but all these Heikin-Ashi charts are doing really well. This one I gave a goal of 1550, so it hit its goal with no slippage on these 2 trades. Okay, the Emini SP on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart. This is using our line break logic. This did 1287.50 for the day. Our goal on this is 1300, so this hit our goal and had 1 tick of slippage. This is trading 3 contracts, so $1,200 in the Emini SP on 3 contracts, that's basically $400 a contract, or $425, whatever. It's still a really solid performance here. Notice the indicator signal here, this long trade beginning yesterday at 2610.50 and going all the way, 2810.50, and this going all the way to 2850, so this is 40 points in the Emini SP, or 160 ticks on this move here. So the indicator signals on the Heikin-Ashi bars showing really well, and that's why I believe the Autotrader does so well on the Heikin-Ashi bars. But make no mistake, a lot of the success in the Autotrader is based on the risk management, and that's all to do with this tab here. This is really important. Our ability to trail stops and the way we do that, the different options you have. Okay, next up is the Emini SP on a Super Renko 4 tick with a higher time frame of Super Renko 6. This had 3 winners here, and the purpose of this higher time frame is to avoid noise like this. The market basically went sideways from the open of the session until about 10:30. So the first hour we had kind of sideways movement. The Autotrader took a position, and then finally the market moved up above that range and went for a pretty good distance, and then that trade ended up working out and we went long again in the same move. We can't go short when this background is green. So anyway, the Autotrader hit its goal of 1,000. This is trading only 2 contracts. Okay, the DAX on a 150 tick line break had what looks to be not a very big move here, but still this did 850 on 2 contracts, and it shows the volatility of the DAX, and that you don't have to get a move of a great distance to have a decent gain in the DAX. We missed this long swing here as we did not get filled on our limit order. This is a limit order at the close of the bar with 5 ticks pullback, so we did not get 5 ticks here or we would have got filled. Okay, the NASDAQ on a 987 tick Heikin-Ashi chart was moderately active. This drew down about 400 per contract and recovered from its drawdown to end up with about 640. Okay, the Emini SP on a Super Renko 4 tick with the other time frame of Super Renko 2 tick. So the higher time frame is actually a lower time frame than the base chart, and the idea of that is that the base chart being a 4 tick and the background chart being a 2 tick is that the base chart move is contained within the background, or the background is contained within the base chart. And the idea of that is to give you more accuracy on the entry, and that worked out pretty good here. This chart has been pretty consistent for us. Anyway, this hit its goal of 750 and had 1 tick of slippage. This is trading only 2 contracts. Okay, the ES on a regular Renko chart doing 462.50 on 2 contracts with a higher time frame filter. Okay, the Russell on the 377 Heikin-Ashi chart, modest gain of 360 on 2 contracts. Same thing on the 233 Heikin-Ashi, modest gain of 200. And then on a larger 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart, closed out at 245. Okay, so coming back to our big winner of the day, the DAX on the 16 Super Renko, 2 really great trades back to back. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.